What's up guys, my name is Murr, and today I am excited to share with you how easy it is to play a mobile game using a controller, whether you are on iOS 13, Android, or using an emulator on PC like BlueStacks. For this walkthrough, I will be using a PlayStation controller, iPhone XS Max, a Samsung Note 10, and BlueStacks, playing a newer mobile game, Guardian Tales. It's a Zelda-like rogue action RPG that includes a gacha MMO style approach. I heavily recommend checking it out for yourself. Let's get started. For iOS and Android, you're basically going to go into your connection settings for Android and your Bluetooth, and you're going to turn your Bluetooth on, and you're going to click into it, and then you are going to go into the Bluetooth settings on your iPhone, then be done with that part. From there, you're going to hold the PlayStation button and the share button together, basically until it starts to flash. This means it's in pairing mode. You're going to see available devices, controller, and Dualshock 4 wireless on here. So I'm going to select this to the iPhone. It's going to show connected right here. We're going to go into Guardian Tales. So it has a little text that pops up saying that there's a game controller connected. Okay, you see that right there, the little gray icon? So essentially how you'll know is that you've got like a little D-pad down here on the bottom left, and then you have little buttons right here. So you're going to see triangle is showing up on here. This is with the PlayStation 4, and I've heard that the Xbox One series controllers should work for this as well. That easy to do it on your phone if you have a controller. Now you guys can set that up. Now let's talk about BlueStacks. BlueStacks is an emulator for PC to be able to play mobile games on PC, and it has amazing controller support for games that aren't optimized. You're going to be able to create a controller layout in the settings. I won't cover that today, but it is super useful. Now I want to talk about BlueStacks game compatibility, because a lot of people find a lot of problems with games like these not working on a specific version of the software, and so they end up just giving up on it and going back to mobile. Let me show you exactly how to fix that. First things, you need to know exactly what software version the game is currently running on, and if it is having any problems with some more recent updates. Now, what you can do is, usually when your BlueStacks gets downloaded, it comes with a multi-instance option. If you pull up your multi-instance manager, you can create a new instance and create a fresh instance, and you can change the Android version in which it installs. So for this one specifically, you're going to download Lollipop 32-bit. I actually created this with medium cores and medium RAM just to try it out and see how it would work, and you can test the resolution for it, whether you want it to be on a tablet scale or if you want it on a mobile scale. So this would be how you would create that, and then once you do that, it'll create a new version of BlueStacks where you can go ahead and download the game, test it out for yourself, and see that it's working. That's what I did here with Guardian Tales, and that's how I've been able to play the game. And so to answer all of your questions about that specifically, guys, that's how you fix it. If you want to know more about that, feel free to comment below and I can definitely answer that. Now, where you're going to start with this is you're going to go to your settings, you're going to go down to preferences, and then you're going to scroll down to game control settings, and you're going to enable this, and it has an option to use the game's inbuilt gamepad controls. So set to auto initially. You can test the game to see if it works that way, and then you can test it by forcing it on to see if there's a difference. And with the game like Guardian Tales, it does require you to force it on. Now, in order to get the PlayStation 4 controller connected to my PC, I have a USB cord that I plug into it, so it automatically gets connected into the game and I can start using it immediately. So the really beneficial part for the connection is that you don't have to worry about the Bluetooth settings on your computer, but if your computer does support Bluetooth, I believe mine does, you can set it up the exact same way as I did with a phone. And the only concern that I have with that though is that if you are playing with a controller on your PC, whenever it turns off and turns back on, there can be some issues with Windows reading that because of how it reads devices. So you may need to do some additional setup to make sure that it's reading it correctly anytime your Bluetooth's turned on, or you may have to run a program like DS4 Windows to be able to make sure that it's reading it as a PlayStation controller. And I notice on the screen right now that it shows Y instead of triangle. That is because it's reading it as a Xbox controller. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to play mobile games using a controller on iOS, Android, and a PC using an emulator like BlueStacks. I hope that this helps you guys get more out of your mobile gaming experience, and I just want to thank you so much for all of your support. Please consider hitting the like, commenting any questions you may have, and subscribing to this channel. I am also a live streamer on Twitch, a digital artist. I do all my own art for the channels, and I do make content on Guardian Tales. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.